What's up, guys? Welcome back to Veteran Aquatics. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be talking about betta fish. So you'll have to forgive the glare. It's daytime, there's not much I can do about it. But bettas, many of our first fish. And if you're watching this video, it may be because you got a betta fish. So the first thing you'll notice is this is a 10-gallon tank. This is not a cup. This is not a bowl. This is not a vase or anything like that. It's not a 1, 2, or 3-gallon tank. Your minimum requirement for a betta fish is going to be 5 gallons. I had this rimless 10-gallon. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. So for now, there is a betta fish in here. I have not named him, so if you have a good name suggestion for the guy that you can't see because of the glare and he went hid, you can let me know. He's a good fish, though. I like the yellow. It stands out really nice up against the black background and all the green and the browns from the wood and from the rocks. So we just have this little filter, small bioload, and a fair few plants. The bottom is fluval stratum. And as you can see, it's surrounded by my plants. The light's up there. That is a... Dun, 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 I'll remember the manufacturer here, Haiger. That's a Haiger light. I love them. They actually work very well. They've been growing plants phenomenally. This shelf has gone through many iterations. It used to be a 40-gallon breeder fish tank rack, but we have since adjusted for plants. So, betta fish. A couple of things. Firstly, they do need filtration. For the life of me, I can't figure out how it got started, but a fish you can't go through the nitrogen cycle in a fish tank without some kind of filtration, be it mechanical or biological. All right. Now, you can do a Wallstead style tank. This is not a Wallstead tank. This is just a planted 10-gallon. A Wallstead tank would have incredibly dense plants. It's a very seasoned tank where the tank itself is an ecosystem capable of sustaining the life in it. While this betta fish could probably live in here, it's not good for him, and eventually the nitrates and ammonia will build up. So please, get your betta fish a heater and get them a filter. That's right, they need a heater too. So in here is a bunch of crypts, fluval stratum for the substrate. There's some nice feather, I don't remember what they're called, but feather plants. I do love the crypts. Don't mind my cactuses. But yes, betta's like it, just as tropical as any other fish. So I'd say anywhere between 74 and 80 degrees, 76 to 78 being your sweet spot. Don't feed them too many bloodworms. It will bloat them. The shells, while digestible, can sometimes cause problems for betta fish. But I would definitely suggest a nice varied diet of different things. Black worms, white worms. You can even feed them baby brine shrimp. Stuff like that. Or you can get a nice quality flake food. I do like Extremes pellets and flakes. So if you want to check them out, go ahead. They do make a good fish food. So yeah, 5 gallons minimum. 1 betta in the tank. Now, some people can get away with large tanks and sororities. I don't recommend them because they do still sometimes have problems. They're less likely to have problems than, say, a tank with 2 male bettas who will most definitely attempt to unalive each other. But I still don't recommend them. They're still bettas. They can still be territorial. Now, this goes for most of your common bettas. There are peaceful bettas out there. I believe Imbilis comes to mind. But yes, 1 betta per tank. Don't, even if you're trying to breed them, right, there's a process that is included in that, and that includes introducing the female to the male, making sure he's not going to kill her, and then introducing both of them in the tank where you can watch and make sure that they're not fighting. So please, 1 betta fish per tank. Tank mates, small tetras, will suffice, neons, cardinals, ember tetras, that sort of thing. I would not recommend anything with long flowy fins. Guppies are a common one that can be an issue. Bettas often will attack the guppies because of their long flowy fins. Anything they recognize as competition, or potentially another betta fish, or anything very, very colorful can be an issue. Cories are a good one. Generally speaking, they won't bother them too much. Now, some of this also does depend on the specific betta. I've had bettas that are very aggressive, and I've had bettas that are very chill. Some bettas will allow shrimp in the tank, some bettas will not. We have a betta upstairs named Marbles. He has a shrimpy friend, and they don't bother each other. But I have had bettas that will just go around and pick off every single shrimp they can find. So that is very dependent on your betta. Don't worry, also, if you catch them laying on the substrate, or on a rock, or on a leaf, bettas just kind of rest sometimes. They just kind of chill out there. So that's my spiel on betta care. Very basic and to the point. I would not recommend anything sharp, as their long fins can get caught on it. I would not recommend high flow filtration, as some of these fancier bettas, like him with the flowier fins, can struggle to swim. And I don't have one, but I would definitely recommend a top. Bettas are notorious for jumping, and that can lead to the end of your fishy if you're not careful. So I hope that was helpful as kind of a beginner's introduction to bettas. They're not super complicated to keep, but they do need to be taken care of, and oftentimes they're probably one of the most abused fish in the hobby. So if you have a betta, please go get a 5-gallon tank, get a filter, get a heater. Make sure your tank is cycled, make sure there's nothing sharp, and give your betta a good diet. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Have a great day.